Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our daily advice for September 4th, 2018. The energy of September 4th, give or take a couple of days, okay, we are looking at energy. So that means it's going to manifest in different ways for everyone at different times for everyone. So keep an open mind for the messages that come through and take them in whichever way they make sense to you, in whichever way they resonate with you. So let's have a look at what this day brings, right? So first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation, we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords talks about a situation where it follows the Five of Swords. So this is what we're walking away from. This is what we're leaving behind. The Five of Swords is conflict and difficulty and drama and gossip and bitterness and pettiness. And with the Six of Swords, it's saying, you know what? I choose a different path. I choose peace, even if that means I have to walk off on my own. It's saying, it's choosing to walk away from something without the regret, because we just know that it's got to the point where I just choose my peace at this point. I don't care who and what I have to walk away from. I just choose my peace. I choose my health, okay? And that is why I'm walking away. The Six of Swords does tell us that we're not alone, okay? We're not alone in that boat, quite literally there. So whatever the situation is that we have started to walk on this path, implicitly meaning we've left something behind, okay? That's what is influencing us today, okay? Whether this is leaving a job, starting a new job, leaving a relationship, moving, traveling, you know, whatever the case may be. The Six of Swords just talks about walking the path that represents the light at the end of the tunnel, walking the path that takes us to happiness and peace and balance, okay, with the Six of Swords. In today's energy, we do have the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords in today's energy, for some I do feel like this could be thoughts from the past, thoughts, people, situations, concerns, fears, from the past, because we've already left these behind, okay? I feel they might be creeping up again with this Three of Swords. This could be a situation where someone's trying to say, oh, you're doing so well now, you can help me out with this, or trying to guilt you into something, okay, or out of something. With the Three of Swords, it's often a situation where we feel we have to sacrifice our heart, okay? We feel we have to sacrifice what would really make us happy, or what really fulfills us, what would really bring us joy, because we're thinking about, okay, but what's the right thing, the responsible thing, what are other people saying, and so on and so forth, okay? So it's the rational mind kind of putting those daggers in the heart and just saying, not just yet, okay, it's not the time, I can't feel happy about doing this now because I have too much on my mind. But with the Three of Swords here, the opportunity for us today is to heal. Because when we walk away from a situation knowing that there was nothing else we could do with it, and we've made our peace with it and walked away, oftentimes we do get almost like a test afterwards. When we're doing okay, we're feeling okay, we've found our balance, we found our peace, oftentimes we have that person or situation or thought or fear resurface, for us to then be able to look at it and see if it still affects us. Then we might still go back into that cycle, or look at it and say, I know what this is, I know where it's coming from, I've dealt with this already, I know I've tried everything, I've made my peace with it, and therefore I'm not interested in this in my life anymore. I don't want this in my life, okay? And I know that that is the healthy, balanced choice to make because I've made it before. So now I'm just confirming that yes, that's actually what I want or what I don't want, in whichever way this comes up, okay? So with the Three of Swords here, the pain is temporary. So it's the possibility for something to come back, or it's the possibility that someone might say something, or it's the possibility of whatever, okay, this situation is, of a little disappointment, a little heartache, a little sacrifice. It's the possibility. Doesn't mean we take it. Doesn't mean we accept it, okay? We still make our own decisions. And if we have reached a point where we have freed ourselves from a situation, we have freed our hearts, then today becomes about, okay, well, do I really consciously want to do this or do that, or put myself in that situation again? But we're making different decisions now. We are feeling in control now. We get to decide, whereas before maybe we may have felt like we didn't have the power, we didn't have the control. Okay? And the Three of Swords is saying, this is temporary. It could be a fleeting thought, and that's it. It could be a meeting, a conversation, a text that maybe saddens us when we think about it for a few seconds or a minute, an hour. And then we choose what to do with it. The energy is meant to be temporary. Okay, for us to look at it and decide what we want to do about it. The energy is meant to be temporary. And then the energy of tomorrow, or what it is that we're moving towards when it comes to the situation, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is balanced. The Queen of Cups is very much in control of her emotions. She understands them. She allows herself to feel, but she does not allow for her emotions to overwhelm her to the point where she loses sight of what is important. The Queen of Cups is someone who sees through deception. They see through people trying to guilt you. She sees through people trying to play the victim. She just sees through games. She sees through deceit. She sees through lies, manipulation, whatever the case may be. And we're becoming this Queen of Cups, where it's about growing up, it's about maturing, it's about understanding our emotions, what triggers them, who triggers them, how they go about it, for the purpose of releasing ourselves from such situations or people. It's not for the purpose of being angry, it's not for the purpose of getting even, it's for the purpose of seeing it, recognizing it, and keeping it at a distance. All about making healthy choices today, okay? And our guidance card, we have the energy of trickery here. So again, I do feel like there's someone trying to come in to say some things, to try to manipulate us, to try to guilt us into doing something, try to, I don't know, this could be emotional blackmail. This could be someone trying to, put responsibility on us. It's not actually our responsibility because it may have worked before, okay? But we know better now. We know better. We don't have to explain ourselves. We don't have to actually have that conversation. We can just block, delete, ignore. Whatever it is that we want to do, again, we get the energy coming in. It's temporary. We get to decide what we want to do with it. Whether we want to reply or text back or take that call and say our truth, speak our mind. Or we feel like, you know what, I don't even feel like I need to do that. I don't want to do that. I've cut ties with the situation. I've walked away from the situation. I've seen the trickery before. I've freed myself from it. I have no need to readdress this. I learned the lesson, freed myself. There's no need for me to go back. I have no regrets. I have no doubts in my heart that when I left or when I changed my path, when I changed direction, when I walked away, I did the right thing for myself. Okay? And maybe with the Three of Swords, it's a situation where we might feel like saying some hurtful things to this person or whatever the case may be, because now we do see that they were deceiving us before, or we do see the truth of the situation now that we've separated ourselves from it. And then the Three of Swords is the decision becomes, do I really want to put that negativity in my life today? If it's something we have to get out of our system, we can put it on a piece of paper, we can put it in an email. We don't actually have to face that person if we feel like we might get tempted to do or say something different. But it's one thing to get it out of the system, and it's a different one to open that gate of negativity, of us becoming negative, trying to hurt the other person. We're only going to end up hurting ourselves. When we open that gate, it's very difficult to close. Okay, when we let all the pain speak, very difficult to close that gate back again and find our peace again. Okay, so something around those lines we are asked to think about today, to consider today. Okay, it's all about healthy choices for now and also for the future, and it's also about incorporating, okay, the past and the future. So having that holistic perspective. Where am I coming from with this? What have I learned from this? How do I feel now? What do I think now? And also, is this worth me doing or saying at this point? Do I really feel I need to do this or that? What do I want to do here to keep the balance that I've now found, to keep this healthy energy in my life and in myself that I've worked so hard to reach? You know what I mean? So that is our reading for today. I hope that it makes sense. And I hope if it helps if you are dealing with these energies. And if you are, let me know, okay, what the messages are about for you. It's almost a little bit of a test for us, you know what I mean? To see if we are true to our decisions, if we still believe in what we decided, if it still makes sense to us, you know, because we're so close to fully releasing this cycle, this toxic energy, this vicious cycle, whatever the case may be, today. Okay, so let me know what you think. Thank you all so very much for all your wonderful support. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to everyone for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for subscribing, following me on social media. Thank you to all of you who share and like my Facebook and my Instagram, and follow my blog. Okay, thank you very much for doing that as well. And remember, the weekly messages are on my blog. I'll put the link down below again, just so you can have a look if you haven't checked them out already. Let's have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.